Hi and welcome to Easy Fishing on what has to be said is an absolutely beautiful if breezy spring day. So today another long-term test, and what have we got today? We have a series 7 12-foot competition feeder rod. Comes in this lovely carry case. Open it up, and the first thing you get is a rod with a couple of Velcro straps around it, just to keep it in place in transit. Well, actually 3 of them. Here we have it, Drennan 12-foot competition feeder. It's called a puddle chucker and commercial feeder. It's 12-foot long 2-piece. I've been using it for nearly 5 years now, so I think you can say it's thoroughly tested. On the rod blank here is some useful information. If I just zoom in so you can read it. It says it has SIC guides, can cast bombs to big feeders, and a forgiving semi-through action, which I think describes this rod perfectly. Has a nice screw down, one of those semi-synthetic handles, and a cork bottom with a semi-synthetic bit at the end. It's lovely build quality, as with all series 7 rods. Now I realise this has been replaced by the newer Vertex model, and I've got to say, if the Vertex model is better than this, it must be a superb rod, because this is a lovely general purpose feeder rod. So it comes with 2 quiver tips, 2 and 3 ounce glass, and it has a lovely mellow through action. I have other tips to go with it, of course. I've caught a lot of fish on this, including unexpected carp, which you dealt with quite happily. Cast a 45 gram feeder 50 yards absolutely effortlessly, but can also chuck a 10 gram bomb if you need it. It says it's a puddle chucker, but in my opinion, it's more of a bream rod than anything else. Bream and, general river fishing rod, not on the Trent where you're casting, I don't know, 4 ounce leads maybe, but for general feeder fishing, this rod takes some beating. Price was about £99 when I've got it, and I think the Vertexes are a little bit more, but not a lot. Like I say, I cannot find a fault with this rod, and I've given it a fair bit of stick, which I do to all my products in all fairness, because there's no point in nancing about with them. I couple this with 2 reels, either for general work, a Drennan front drag 4000, or if I'm going for long range distance work, I have a much bigger Shimano. I use it with mono lines from about £4 for lighter work, and up to, I don't know, £6 or £7. £6 probably as good as any. I think that's what Drennan recommend on the rod, actually. I can't remember. Let's have a look. Ideal rear lines 3 to 6, hook lengths 2 to 4. Well, there's a bit of flexibility in that. What can I say about it? Well, you can still get these on eBay. You can probably get them reduced now, but I haven't looked. The Vertex rod, like I said, if it's better than this, has got to be absolutely brilliant. I like the fact that you've got 2 pretty good glass tips. 2 and 3 ounces is 3 ounces is probably a bit on the heavy side, and probably 2 ounces is a good average. I use the 2-ounce tip a lot, to be absolutely honest. It's got a 3-ounce tip in it at the moment, because the last time I used it I was chucking a big hybrid feeder, and I was getting that out a good long way. But once this lockdown's over, I hope to be able to get out and use it again. And like I say, it's a reasonably priced but very good quality rod. It's a very good general purpose feeder rod. I would recommend one of these to anybody. They've got a nice sensible length cork handle for easy casting, nice grippy butt there. I had to give the corks a good scrub because they were looking a bit grubby and grimy, but it's come up like new. Bit of Mr. Sheen and a cloth, washed it. Yeah, it's lovely. So, looking for a good general purpose feeder rod, this one will fit the bill. Or if you can afford it and want to try it, I would imagine that the 12-foot Vertex is probably the same. And these are not fast tapered distance rods. These are, I suppose you'd call them a slower taper, more of a semi-through action, which is much preferable if you are playing bream, and especially if you're using braid, or in my case mostly nano line, main line, because there's zero stretch. So there you go, another long-term test, and I trust everybody's staying as well as can be expected in this. At least another 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks of lockdown, so we'll have to see how we go. So until next time, tight lines.